Hi, chat. Welcome back, everybody. Uh, so the way it turned out, John is 3-0 on Blue White Control, and TJ is 3-0 on Creativity. We can watch them, or we can watch 2-1s play, which is Creativity and Living In. So either way, you're having to deal with Creativity. So we gotta watch 3-0s play, which generally prefer to do, or the 2-1s, which is Living In Creativity, or Blue White Control in Creativity. I'm thinking 3-0s, but they move, so now I have to put their names in again. Three zero.
I make the request that when
You don't get to make requests. Shut up.
John and TJ sideboard, we watch Kyle play.
Nope. Yeah, we can. All right. Only one answer, so that's what we're going for. I just have to get their life totals together and start the timer. So there'll be a little bit of a weirdness in the middle of the round. This is round 4. Please go away. Okay. Not see who won the die roll. I was still entering people's information.
I think John might have. Don't quote me though.
I just can't believe you let me down like that, man. Don't worry, I put all the information in for you, Wyatt, so you know. Alright. John plays. Just Sky Triumph tapped. Passes for TJ to play fetch land and pass. To probably fetch out the Teamer Triumph. Who would have called it?
You did.
Big shocker. It's almost like the start of games. Roughly the same every time. Prediction? I could. I haven't done one yet today. I'll do one. Why not? Uh, predictions up. If you haven't done a prediction before, you have channel points on Twitch. This for Twitch, sorry, YouTube watchers. But for Twitch, you can vote your channel points in to see who you think would win. Vote for either side if you want to. And we'll see how it goes. Right now we have 13-4 versus 3K. Why? Get your channel points in. Go.
I voted for TJ.
Make sure you actually pay attention on the prediction. Some people have accidentally messed it up before, thinking that one was going to be on one side or the other. So do slightly look out for that. He's down to 14. Life total not going to matter too much. You can kind of fetch as freely as you would like. Or shock. Only has to worry about a few creatures, and he has bolts in his deck, and to deal with that, fire ice as well will. We're probably ice down the Triumph here. Then probably just gonna let it go. Doesn't have to fight for that. TJ is more or less doing it to draw a card. John has whatever mana he wants with 2 Mystic Gates down there. If you're unsure, sometimes we get comments. Some people don't know what lands in play, so John has 2 of these in play, so he can make whatever mana he wants by filtering in a mana. So he does have double blue, he has triple blue, he has literally whatever he wants. TJ plays Fable, gets his Fortnite token out.
It's a different one than what we've seen.
It is a little bit different. He also has a Boogie Bomb from the Secret Lair. He comes down to Binding. It's going to get Spell Pierced. There was a hand check at the time. John up to 5, I believe. No land drop pass. TJ has the information now that every spell or every card in John's hand is a spell. Because Blue White Troll has no reason to hold on to a land. Go to combat, swing. Make a treasure. This for 3. John down to 16. I guess got hit by a dwarf earlier. Didn't mark it. Second copy of Fable. John probably not going to be able to let this go. Right here is a good example. John uses a filter land with his planes to cast a counterspell to make double blue. Archmage Charm. What is that target? It's to make John draw 2. Do I have the blue-white deck list? I do, actually. I think. He may or may not have updated it. I don't know. But let me go to my messages. That. Now I must pull up Twitch. There you go. There is the deck list. If you want it. That is the blue-white deck list. Since I looked away, why? You gonna tell me that you resolved the big spare? Come on now.
I wasn't paying attention either.
Oh, what I even have you in here for?
I don't know.
You just came in voluntarily. I didn't even ask you to. But, you know, made it easy. Yeah. Played a Mana Leak. They play Mana Leak. Is indeed the card that you see in TJ's graveyard. Having double blue is sometimes too hard, so they just play Mana Leak instead. 2 damage there. Probably looting as well. Oh, make a treasure. Never mind. Call me a liar.
Liar.
Is John gonna miss a land for like the 4th turn in a row? We'll see. We have a verdict. Weirdly enough, not going to matter at all. That verdict actually gives TJ the opening to just flip out as many Archons as he wants. By how many he wants, he can do 3 because he drew a land. And with nothing really else going on in his hand, I would be surprised that he doesn't go for it. You might Dwarven Mine and Transmogrify just for one Archon and just try to let one Archon do it all and then creativity later. And flip out more in case John untaps and wipes the board. We get a card count. Decides not to. It's going to do all three. So it's like verdict or nothing. One Archon. Two Archon. And how about the third Archon? There they are. The big flying birds that they are. So we're going to take 9. Go all the way down to 7. TJ is going to go up to 22. Or not 22. Man, math is really hard. Yeah, 22. Never mind. Too much? Nah, perfect. Oh, I think I missed one off of his fetch, so he's at 21. There it goes. That's it. Okay. So, Misty, pass. What's that going to fetch, Wyatt?
Cryo.
Which one?
I don't know.
Probably just got one. Wow, look at that. And just like that, it's right on cue. It's almost like the land count is exactly the same. TJ played a teamer one. Didn't even have to fetch it.
John's fetching again.
Yeah. Now has all land types. It's able to play a binding for 1 here. That's why we get the white mana source first, or on the second go around, you have to get the white mana source in terms of a shock land, if needed. No Archmage's Charm, so we can take away from that. So far, a thrilling game. No spells have been cast, or even attempted. Could see if TJ had the Ren 6 here, might try to fire it off, but looks like it's a little bit of a flood right now. I believe has 2 spell pierces in hand. Creativity as well. Should be able to interact with the board, but or the stack anyway. Not necessarily do a whole lot more unless you find something like a Fable or a Ren to like force some interaction out of John. Because as a blue-white player, you're generally okay with just sitting there and waiting the whole time. Probably has some amount of vetoes. I just linked the list. I can look. There's 2 Dovin's vetoes in the side to ensure that his counter spells will get through. What plays 2 verdicts in the main. No extra ones coming in from the side, but 4 counterspell, 4 Archmage's Charm. And a lot of Planeswalkers, up to 8 Planeswalkers in this list. 4 Baby Fairies, 1 Jace the Mind Sculptor, 1 Wandering Emperor, and 2 Hero Dominaries. We saw 2 come down.
Hit the door.
Hit the door. Happened a minute ago. Whoa, I hit the wrong thing twice. Big Typhoon, sorry, cool. At the instep. Getting in. There's 7. There's going to be a fire to burn down the Solitude. John should probably just let that go. TJ with a lot of land in hand has to stop this brigade he's under of getting attacked. I'm going to go ahead and double fetch. $20 to 10. And one has a dwarf in play, and the other has a shark typhoon in play. Not a shark typhoon, but a shark token, I guess. Gotta be careful with the typhoon. That's the whole enchantment. That's always the winning line.
So when you cycle it, you just pay X and create
Yeah,
token?
blue and X, and then you make. Or it's blue colors next. Now you got me questioning at me. Yeah, it's blue, colorless, and X. And then, so you can cycle for 2 and you'll make a 0/0 shark that'll obviously die after it enters the battlefield. But, however much you put in X, how big the creature is. Creativity. Double spell pierce here. I'm going to Solitude to deal with one of them. And then Leyline Binding to deal with the other. But it's going to get Spell Pierce. So we will get 1 Archon out. Maybe. John's going all in. Pitching the Solitude to exile the other dwarf. His life total now up to 12. John super far ahead here. Down to 5. TJ basically has to. He has to draw land creativity. John could, in theory, pick up this Solitude if he feels it's necessary. And then buy a Kahira. Because he picks up Solitude, draws a card, buys a Kahira, and then can pitch and remove a dwarf if TJ makes one. But if not, TJ in theory could fire off Prismari Command and make a treasure token, then target it. So no, it's not a foolproof play. Dwarf Mine. Creativity. Celestial Purge the red creature. That's why we didn't see it get bounced. Down to 1. No more fetches. Didn't even activate Fairy. Like, just, they had a lot of words. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you.
Doesn't fetch the trial off first go.
Very verbose. Yeah, very, very verbose.
Not sure.
No, yeah, no Triumph here.
Oh, he
So-
gets Steam Vents and Sage for the ram.
Had a bolt up, so probably was why. I'm surprised CJ boarded. The Besagus are for leyline bindings. For example, you flip out an Archon, they binding it, you Besaju it, you get another Archon ETB. Yeah, the second time, because they ended up adding the numbers, right? For. Yeah, so the way that's not like a great example, but TJ's down to 16. Yeah, there's bullet points, yeah. They keep like a little bit of space in between so you can tell where the abilities start and where the abilities end. Or the loyalty, yeah, the loyalty abilities. John, double fetch. I don't know exactly when planeswalkers were introduced, but that's why like a lot of weird cards have been errated. If they're like, if the card says, like for example, like bolt target creature or player, it'll say any target now. 3-0 in a league with Titan. Wish me luck. Yeah, good luck, homie. Hope you pull out the 5-0. Like 2010. So again, not a whole lot going on in this matchup so far. There's been a Ren, Fire Ice played. John's been playing lands, fetching out the colors that he needs. Also, the other thing that Beseju can actually weirdly do in this matchup, if it really comes down to it, is TJ can try to start just like stone raining John. It's not like a very good chance, but it could do that, or it could deal with a like all of the Storm Giants and whatnot. It can get rid of the triumphs, turn off some of the extra colors that John has, because he's not gonna have a second Sultai Triumph or something like that. But somebody said earlier why Beseju might have been brought in, which makes binding harder to cast, which means John has to pay more mana, which means Spell Pierce and Mana Leak are a lot more viable as cards. Discarding creativity is probably tells John that there's already a creativity in TJ's hand, so it's a little bit of free information. A plus, pick up a land. Plays another fetch land. It's going to continue to thin out the deck, make dwarves at John's end step. Ren's also getting close to ulting here. So John has to basically deal with it this turn, or it's going to ult, and TJ just has bolt up at all times. Especially if it gets to the point where TJ is able to play a second Ren. On top, I'm going to ice, going to put a lot of pressure on. This is Jeff's guy, land tap down, draws a card.
Retrace is just their casting cost plus 1 or sacrifice.
Picks him up, understands that he's not going to be able to deal with the Ren 6 emblem.